Hello, welcome to the Victory Training Podcast. Today we have Emily, who has been a member with the gym for maybe a year and some change. Mm-hmm. And today we're just gonna have a conversation so we can share with you a fitness journey that is a real one and just with a real person, so you can hear it and hopefully be inspired and motivated to either continue your fitness journey or to start a new one. So with no further ado, we have Emily here.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay, so let's just start with what is your relationship with working out? Like, have you always worked out, or is this something that you started as an adult?
It's something that my passion for working out began in college, I would say.
Good.
But I wasn't on any kind of, regimented fitness routine. I've tried different classes like Orange Theory before. I found I burned out, a lot of high intensity training, and I was really looking as I get older to build more muscle and just be happier and healthier for myself, live a long life, and be with my family.
For sure. Now, when you started in college,
Mm-hmm.
did you immediately find a style of working out that you liked, or did you go through different
I didn't
phases?
know what I was doing.
Okay.
That's the benefit to having a trainer, is
For
I
sure.
had no idea what I was doing.
Okay.
I just followed every other idiot that was in the gym in college
Yeah.
and did what they did. But no, I didn't see any kind of real results because I didn't have a program.
Gotcha. Okay. And then you say you did Orange Theory and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. Once you started weightlifting,
Yes.
what were the things that you found, the differences that you found?
Sure. As a woman in her 40s, I found that a lot of my back pain went away. I found that some of the aches and pains that I had before have subsided. And I think that's really important as we get older, particularly as women. But really, I can pick up more heavy things. I can keep up with my son, who's sitting right over here. I can keep up with him a lot more. And just feeling the strength all over it's really motivating. For
sure. And it's just I feel like more and more we're hearing, different statistics, different studies that are coming out there showing that exactly what you're talking about, just the benefits of weightlifting.
Sure.
And what that does in just helping us in our aging process, because we're all getting older, no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, could you share with us a little bit what your dailies like work, what you do, things like that?
Sure. Well, I own my own business, and I'm also a single mom, so no 2 days look the same.
Okay.
I'm in and out of work. My business is just down the street. My son goes to school in the area, so I'm in and out of the house, in and out of my work, and that's what I really like about Victory Training is I'm able to find a schedule that really works for me and is able to accommodate, kind of my crazy schedule. For sure.
So, you sound like you're busy.
I am.
Okay, cool. What would you say to as a trainer, I constantly hear, and myself included, I hear the voice in my head and I hear other people tell me all the time, I'm too busy to work out. Mm-hmm. I can't do it. There's just too much going on. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give to a person to kind of get over that hump and be able to do it? Because I think it's two things. One, you get told that you believe that you're too busy to do it. And I think the other thing is there's a fear of the failure,
sure.
Right? Because I'm so busy now, I'm going to try and work out, but then I know it's not going to work out, and I just don't want to deal with failing. Right. I think there's those two parts of it. What could you speak to that for somebody who's listening and feels that way?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. We think we're too busy.
Yeah.
But if we're really honest with ourselves and think about how much time I was spending maybe scrolling through my phone or watching TV, and those are all perfectly fine activities, but if I really want to see changes, I have to make the time. So in addition to being flexible, what I love about Victory Training is that I carve out that time for myself. If it's not on my calendar, I probably won't make it. If it's something I haven't committed to, if you're not texting me on Sunday telling me when you expect me in the gym, I won't commit to it. So having that accountability, I think, is key. And then in terms of failure, you're going to fail. That's part of life. That's part of working out. That's the point.
Yes.
You lift until failure, right?
For
that
sure.
you get stronger. So don't be scared of the failure. That means you're doing it right.
For sure. I always tell people that working out, you're supposed to fail. It's part of the whole scenario and situation. And then as you started lifting, and now that you're kind of on the weightlifting program now, what are you gravitating towards most in the weightlifting movements? What do you like the most? What have you
Sure.
What do you look forward to doing during the week?
Yeah. Well, I will say first of all that I don't miss cardio as much as I thought I would.
Okay.
Coming from a more high intensity interval background, I thought I was just never going to be able to do it without all that high intensity cardio, but I don't miss it. I'm really enjoying some of the compound movements that you've been teaching me, such as the snatch. It's
Okay.
not because I like it, I hate it. I don't like doing them, but I get better every week. And every week when I pick up that bar and it's a little bit heavier, you just put an extra 2 pounds on there, that's just so satisfying for me. So any full body weightlifting exercise like that is where I see the most results, and that's most exciting for me.
For sure, and full body is, that's where you're going to get the most results as far as like calories burned, and then also just muscle recruitment, and training the kinetic chain to be able to work, all together. I love doing the Olympic lifts. I love training them, and seeing you do them. You're definitely improving on them. As far as like, okay, you talked about the snatch and like, okay, yeah, you grab this weight and put it over your head and things like that. How does that translate? Maybe not the snatch specifically, but just weightlifting in general. How do you see that now show up in your daily?
In my daily life?
Yeah, like is there like a moment? Like I'll share one. Like for me, when I started working out my legs more often, I was helping my parents move. Me and my brother were moving a big piece of furniture, and it slipped, and like I kind of got stuck on one leg on the stair, and I just felt myself like have this balance, and I was like, man, like, if I wasn't doing what I was doing, I think I would have fell.
Right.
And it's like just certain, right, but I didn't plan that moment. I didn't know that moment was gonna happen. It just happened, and I was like, whoa, like yo, like I felt that, and like yes, like, and those little moments kind of motivate, make you say like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this.
I think similar to what you described, there's a lot of instances at work. I have a very physical job where I'm able to pick up heavier things than I used to, but it is those small moments.
Yes.
My son's 11, and sometimes he still asks me to pick him up, and I'm able to.
Yeah.
And how satisfying is that?
That's awesome.
Nobody helped me get my Christmas decorations down from the attic this year. I was able to do it by myself. So it's really those small day-to-day moments that are really motivational and make me realize how far I've come.
That's awesome. That's really good to hear. And I feel like, like that's why we do it. It's like, yes, working out's gonna make you look good. Yeah. It's gonna make you feel good and things like that. But like, throughout the day, throughout the week, when you feel that difference, that's like the real motivators, I think.
Right.
And you spoke on accountability too. I think like that's huge too, as far as just like for me, I know I've gotten some of my best workout routines by having a partner that I was working out with, or even now I work out by myself, but when I do work out, there's a couple of guys at the gym that work out at the same time that I know. Yeah. And that kind of gives me like a little extra push. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do it. Yeah. But I'm like, man, they're there. Yeah. And just, like being honest, like there is a little extra push knowing like they're going to know I didn't show up. Right. I got to be there, No, for sure. The accountability is huge. Yeah. And I think people don't always want that.
Well, there's a certain level of camaraderie. I think especially as a woman, I feel that. And I work out with men and women here, and everyone notices if you're lifting a little bit heavier than you were last week, or maybe your biceps look a little bit bigger, and everyone points that out. And that camaraderie is really what keeps me going as well. For sure. No, I like always so grateful for the community at the gym. Yeah. It's like we somehow are like a magnet for solid people. This is a community of people who live in the community. Yes. So where the gym is located, we all live, within, I would say, a mile radius. So we care about our community, we're invested in our community. So it's a lot of like-minded people. Yes, 100%. I love, one of my number one things that I like love to hear is when like a member tells me that they saw another member outside of the gym. Yeah. Like, oh, I ran into so-and-so at, this coffee shop or whatever. And I'm like, that makes my heart sing. Yeah. I'm like, yes. I love it. But you do a great job of creating an environment, I think, that attracts those types of people. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just very grateful for that. Okay, we can do like a quick little, I'm gonna ask you a random question that I'm gonna make up on the fly right now for the neighborhood, okay? So let's say it is, you had a long day at work. Okay. You got plans to go out somewhere, be social, and do something. Okay. And let's say you're gonna have a dinner somewhere. All right. And before the dinner, you want to have a quick cocktail before you go out and like go out into your night. Oh, okay. Where do you go? That's not the direction that I thought this was going in. Okay. Quick cocktail. We're just talking about Les Sud across the street. They have a wonderful happy hour. different cocktails that you probably wouldn't make at home.
Okay.
Champagne-based cocktails are always fun.
There we go.
And a quick bite before you head out, maybe a little appetizer, get something in your stomach before you head out for dinner.
So the suit is the go-to.
Yeah,
for that scenario.
The patio is beautiful. The service is great.
Okay.
And I bet a lot of members go there.
Boom. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll wrap up this podcast episode. Emily, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
That was awesome.
All right.
Till next time.